it's the beginning of a very special year for us, the Van Gogh year, Van Gogh as we call it, Van Gogh year 2015. And this is actually the first of many activities we're going to do for this year. And this is of course the 2nd of January, the first presentation we're doing here. And it's especially interesting because the theme of the Van Gogh year is 125 years of inspiration. 125 years after his death, he is still an inspiration for modern artists and artists from today. And our program of our artist in residence here in Zundert is because of that reason also in the main program of the Van Gogh year. So all year, well, actually it fits perfectly to the theme of the year. And of course the Van Gogh year is an international year, and that's especially, I think, today the case, because we are very, there are many nationalities concerned here today. Ines, to begin with, is born in Transylvania. That's in Romania.
Yeah.
It's the area of Dracula.
Yeah.
Very exciting. She grew up in Kuwait, and I think just around the start of the Gulf War she emigrated to New York. As she's the daughter of a Romanian mother and a Palestinian father. And just today I discovered that her boyfriend, Gaby, is Jewish. So actually it's a perfect example of a marriage between Israel and Palestine, and I think for the future of our world peace, it's a very, very good example.
Get a lot of babies.
But Ines has worked here in the month of December, and actually each year I keep the month of December open because it's actually the month that our sponsor, the architect, Omen Architecture, has reserved for a special project. But this year they, at the last moment, they decided not to go on with it for the coming year. So in a very short time I had to choose between a lot of applicants to which one I invited, and I chose Ines to come. She did send me her portfolio, and latest month I get a lot of portfolios because our program has been adopted by the organization called Dutch Culture. It's a national organization, and they also have a website called artist.org. It's an international website of all the residencies from all over the world, and I think since this summer our residency is on that website, and that's how you discovered us.
Yes.
So she applied, and well, I saw her work, especially all of the collages she had done, and I was very much impressed by that work. So I invited her, and she was able, in such a short period, to come over with really a lot of, I call it enthusiasm. Enthusiasm to work here, all the way from New York to work here in the little village of Zundert on Vincent's birthplace. And it's for us maybe it's quite a common place, but for people, Ines told me quite often that she thinks this is a very special place with which provides, well, a lot of atmosphere and inspiration. And you also told the journalist from the newspaper, we have the clipping here, that you see here the colors of his youth. I thought that was a very beautiful sentence. And especially for her, has she done the last years a lot of the collages. She decided here that she wanted to start painting again. We did it in the past, but later she is also, because you are busy with other jobs to also, besides your artistry, you have to earn and make a living. And here you found the rest to start a series of paintings, and we have them here. And of course, it's only, well, it is the production of a month, and a month isn't very long, especially when it's the December month, but also other parties going on. And she managed to make the series here. We have 4 little ones, one a lot somewhat bigger. With those, well, for me, at first I thought a little bit about the Starry Night atmosphere of Vincent. Vincent loved to paint what's called nocturnus, and I even saw some of the inspiration by James Whistler, who became very famous for his nocturnes, especially of London. And Whistler, just like Van Gogh, also was a great admirer of the Japanese art. So there is a kind of mixture of influences in which you created here an atmosphere which I think is very exciting. It's very, as a romantic, but also a little bit dark is not the word, and also not sinister, but spooky. And I immediately still keep thinking of Transylvania. But here the buildings, and of course it's are not Zundert buildings on the large painting.
Yeah.
They're much too big for it. It's more like Amsterdam. But reflecting here, it reminds me also of Vincent's painting of the Rhone, in which he also has the lights reflected in the water. And at the end, there's a large one which you kept on painting of the panoramic landscape. That's the end of Vincent's periods. You know, werk he starts to paint those panoramic landscapes, and especially, well, the sky here is typically blue, but the grounds are, I think, filled with the colors and the brush strokes that Vincent had, and also the kind of earth, and which is so typical for the Brabant era. Well, that's for the paintings. The collages, well, they're. You came to the Van Gogh house, we let you choose out of all of our old books. You selected some, and you also combined all kinds of images from different books, from different subjects, with images by Vincent. And of course this has to be one of my favorites, the print of the original birth house of Vincent combined in a beautiful collage. And there, well, the sunflowers are evident, and the one Goghgalerie was photographing, I thought has also a very special effect, because here you combine, and I don't think you've seen it, but in our exhibition we have Vincent's story about the art trade, when he worked in the art trade of his uncle, Vincent, which was a representative of the old school, the old masters, and he got in this kind of conflict with Vincent. He was too modern. And here I see actually on the background the galleries where we worked, so the gallery of his uncle, and in there all the figures that Vincent used in his paintings, the ordinary people, and also the modern way in which he made them. So this is also one of my favorites. So I'm again very happy with the exhibition we have here, and because the next artist that comes here will stay for 2 months. This one will not last a month as usual, but it will last 2 months until the end of February. And I'm certain that now, even today, there have been stories on the radio and all kinds of newspapers at the beginning of the Van Gogh year, and we keep on getting groups and calling us and say they will come here. So it's going to be, I think, a lot more crowdier than it has been in the last quiet month of December. So a lot of people here will have the chance to visit your exhibition. And of course, if your friend Gaby, who is our guest chef here today, which I'm very proud of, he is joining a competition on American television cooking program, and I don't know if he's going to win or not, but I think he has a very good chance. And I heard that there's also going to be a kind of website reportage of your journeys, and you filmed here some. And
Yeah.
He's filmed a lot of little pieces here around the house.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm excited to be here, so I thought I should definitely document it.
Yeah. And of
It's an
course,
honor.
don't forget to document
I will.
the exhibition, of
I
course.
know. Yeah, I did.
So show
I'm gonna do
it.
it. It was a little shaky though.
Yeah.
Do it.
Okay.
But yeah, no, yeah, thank you.
Well, Gaby, thank you very much for all the delicious food you've
Yeah,
prepared for
there's-
us, and
there's
there's
plenty
still plenty more. So
Please eat.
I invite you to another drink and something. Thank you. This the price list and everything, they're very cheap.
The curator.
The curator.